Hello everyone. So I got my voice back. It was basically non-existent on Friday. Um, and one of my colleagues gave me some really good advice, which was to have dispersible aspirin, which I've been doing a few times a day for the past few days, and I've been having lots of strepsils, which makes me go to the loo a lot. And I've also been using this spray and it tastes absolutely disgusting. But it does stop me from coughing basically the whole time. Um, and I've done all of the tests for um, as many as I could for COVID as well. And I don't have COVID, so yeah. The only symptom was the lost voice, which isn't really a symptom of COVID, so yeah. Lost voice, um, coughing all the time because my voice box has been repairing itself. So if I cough during this video, um, then this spray hasn't worked as much as it could have done. Anyway, um, I've got my voice back to the majority of where it should be. So hopefully I will be able to go back to work tomorrow morning. I'm planning on going back to work tomorrow morning. But only time will tell if that was a good idea or not. Um, like sewing teaching, you need to have a voice. You need to be able to project it. You need to be able to um, basically raise it uh, to quite a loud voice. Spray hasn't worked. And I should probably not talk for this video, but I really wanted to read out a bit of the script of a TV show that I absolutely love watching over and over and over and over again, which is Blackadder. Um, Blackadder is basically one of the greatest comedy shows that I personally have ever seen. Um, I'm sure there's loads of other ones that are as good or even better, but this is by far my favourite one. Um, and and my girlfriend took me on a tour of lots of different charity shops in, I think it was Kings Kings Heath, um, and we found this book in one of them for £1. So I thought, yes, I will get it definitely. It's not just going to sit on my shelf collecting dust. It's going to be read out every so often. Um, so I thought I would read out just a little bit of the first bit of the first episode. I won't read out every single thing, but I will try to do different voices for the different characters. Um, and you never know, I might try to do impressions of some great actors like Brian Blessed, and Rowan Atkinson, and yeah, try to do impressions of people. Although it's been a bit of a while since I've seen any of Blackadder, so they probably won't be as accurate as I want them to be. Anyway, let's get started. History has known many great liars. Copernicus, Goebbels, St. Ralph the Liar. But there have been none quite so vile as the Tudor king, Henry VII. It was he who rewrote history to portray his predecessor Richard III as a deformed maniac who killed his two nephews in the Tower. But the truth is that Richard was a kind and thoughtful man who cherished his young wards, in particular Richard, Duke of York, who grew up to be a big, strong boy. Henry also claimed he won the Battle of Bosworth Field and killed Richard III. Again, the truth is very different, for it was Richard, Duke of York, who became king after Bosworth Field and reigned for 13 glorious years. As for who really killed Richard III and how the defeated Henry Tudor escaped with his life, all is revealed in this, the first chapter of a history never before told, the history of the Blackadder. Scene 1, the Great Hall. The eve of the Battle of Bosworth Field, 21st of August, 1485. A vast room with bare stone walls and a flagstone floor. Light filters down from the windows set up high. A couple of rich tapestries hang, very sparse on decorations. A few candelabres are lit. Various nobles and lords are gathered for a great feast. Richard III is addressing an enthusiastic gathering of lords. On his left sits Richard, Duke of York, a huge man with an enormous beard, who will soon be king, and his son, Prince Harry. Silence! Silence for the king! Now is the summer of our great... I'll do that bit again. Now is the summer of our sweet content, made overcast, winter by these Tudor clouds. And I, that am not shaped for Blackfest war. And the Lord say, shame! That I am rudely cast and want true majesty. Never! Am forced to fight to keep sweet England free. I pray to heaven we fail her, and all who fight us go to hell! Hurrah! Hurrah! Edmund is played by Rowan Atkinson, and he sounds like this. Hurrah! Absolutely hurrah! Edmund is the Duke of York's second son, a scoundrel with a stupid haircut. He sits miles away at the far end of the table. His over-enthusiasm leaves an embarrassed silence before a general heartiness is resumed. Who is that? I know not, my lord. I'll ask my son. Harry, who is that? It's your other son, my lord. It is my other son, my lord. Fights he with us on the morrow? And I'll leave it there because to do that properly, I would need to do lots of scene and costume changes, which I don't have time to do, and I don't have the wherewithal to do that much of it either. Not for tonight anyway. So that's all I'm going to do tonight, and I will bathe my vocal cords in another dispersible aspirin. Good night.